We are here reporting live from Kitty's room. Today I'm gonna be retouching my pink hair. It might be my last time, so that's why I wanted to record it and make a video. I'm gonna also trim it because when you dye your hair a lot, it gets really dry, especially on the ends. And then I'm gonna show you how I blow dry it. So it's like a 3-in-1 video. So the colors that I use are called Color Brilliance. I'm gonna be using 2 boxes because I have a lot of hair. I use this. You just need like a cheap conditioner. It doesn't matter, it just has to be white to dilute this a little bit if it's not enough for you. Then you need a bowl. This one's dirty and stained, like, because I use red and pink dye on this bowl all the time. Something else that's important is make sure you wear a shirt or a sweater that you don't care for, because you don't want your clothes to get stained. So don't judge my sweater. This is a sweater that I use only for hair dye. So it has a bunch of colors on it. It has blue, pink, purple. It has a little bit of black. It has every color. You might think that my hair is still bright, but it rinses out a lot when I wash it. Like, some parts are brown, some parts are even orange. I don't know if you could tell through the lighting. I think you can see it here that like some parts are orange, some parts are brown. Like, I just want it pink. So that's what we're gonna do. I start from the top. Make sure you do the back so you can get every little hair. And you bring it all the way down. So I'm back after washing my hair. What I did was I used this cold wash by Pantene. It's a cleansing conditioner. Some of them say moisturizing shampoo, which is the same thing. It's a 2-in-1. And what it does is it cleans your hair and conditions it at the same time, which is important. So that product is basically meant for color specifically, or if you don't want to wash your hair too much, you just use that in between washes, and it's like less product on your hair. There are so many brands out there, but whatever you do, make sure you don't get one. There's so many bad reviews on that. Supposedly it made a lot of people's hair fall out, and I'm not sure if they discontinued the product, but if they did it, they should. You can use a deep conditioner. I use this one by Emergencia. It's really good. Like, I've put so many friends onto this, and You just put it in your hair after shampooing it or after using the cold wash. That's what I did just now. And you leave it in for like 15 minutes. I used to leave it in overnight. You can leave it in as long as you want. Just leave it in for a very long time. And then just make sure you rinse it out really good. And another thing you can do is make sure you're not washing your hair with hot water, because hot water opens up the cuticle and it'll make your hair just bleed out the color a lot faster. So make sure it's on the cooler side. It doesn't have to be like freezing cold, but make sure it's not hot either. I'm gonna trim it, and this is my way of trimming it. I know not everybody does it the same way, but I think this is the easiest way to do it at home, the easiest way that I can teach you guys so that you can do it at home too and save some money. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna split my hair right in the middle. So now that your hair is parted in the middle, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that top section like by the ear and split it back, and you're gonna pin this all the way up. You're gonna do that on both sides. So we're gonna take both sides, line them up together, and trim it like wherever you want to cut it. I'm gonna cut it right here. Take the next layer, like half of this. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take everything and you're gonna comb it at an angle towards the face. You're gonna comb it at an angle and towards the face, like that. You see how the pieces are falling down? Those are the pieces that I just cut. This is the piece that I just cut off in the bottom. Do you see that? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna chop the rest of this off and align it so that it's straight. See how it's straight now? Just go back to it a few times just to make sure that everything is straight. And you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Also, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the hairs from here. You have to make sure that it's even. So the way you do that is you take hair from the sides and you have to check it this way. If they're about the same length, then that means you did a really good job and you're not lopsided on one side. So now we're gonna take the rest down. You really have to make sure it's really smooth so that no pieces are like longer than others. If you can't see your previous cut piece, that means you don't have enough hair in your hand. You need to grab a little bit more because that's your guideline. You need to line everything up with the last piece that you cut. See, so that automatically just creates front layers for you. I feel like you can't make a mistake with this cut. And then again, you'll be surprised what people do at home. So you do the same thing to the other side. So what I do is I take this front piece. This is the final touch, just to make sure everything is good. Comb it straight down. Make sure it's a straight line. You see how it's not a straight line? Make sure it's straight. Then you go back, make sure everything is aligned, everything is good, trim a little bit if you have to. If one side is longer when you do that front section, that means that you need to trim more on that side. So you have to go back through everything and try to trim a little bit until everything is even in a straight line. So once you cut that front piece, that's going to be your guideline too. So before, when you started, the back was your guideline. When you're finishing, that front is your guideline because it has to be even to the other side. So just keep going back and checking everything. Okay, so I feel like my cut is pretty good the way it is. So now it's time to blow dry the hair, and I like to prep it before I add heat to it, just because my hair is damaged, and it's very important to take care of your hair, because if not, it'll get super dry, it'll start breaking. So you have to make sure you're using some type of product to protect your hair from that heat. What I use is Ghost Prep from Verb. This is a heat protectant. I use L'Oreal thickening primer, and then I use a coconut oil. I bought this at Burlington. It's good for styling. So these are the 3 products that I use. So this is my Drybar blow dryer. I've had it for 5 years. It's called Buttercup, and it's really good. It lasts you forever. It's like kind of beat up and parts are peeling off, but it does the job, so I don't even care about that. So I like to pin up this top section. Make sure the blow dryer is working its way down. Some people, they blow dry like this, like they go like this, and that's just defeating the purpose of having your hair smooth. You're doing the complete opposite. You're making it frizzy. All those split ends and little hairs that are broken, because everyone has broken hairs even if you don't see it. If you're pointing the blow dryer like this, you're just gonna create frizz, and those little hairs are gonna come up. So make sure you're pointing downward the whole time. Now I'm just gonna, since I did the roots on both sides, I'm just gonna grab a smaller brush and get into the ends. What you're gonna do is you're gonna twist the brush away from the face and just keep twirling it and going back and forth like that. So sometimes you may think it's dry, and it's really not. So just make sure, if you think it's dry, go back at it like another 2 or 3 times. Then you roll it up, take some pins, 2 pins, 1 on each side, and you should be good. Oh my god, I'm sweating. I don't have any makeup on. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm trying to take care of my face. So I did take out the middle section because that's where I want volume. So what you do is you're gonna blow everything here forward and pin it back. So the good thing about this blow dryer is that you can use the back to set your hair. It's like a cool shot, but your hair won't get trapped into the blow dryer like most blow dryers do. Some blow dryers just suck it all up. This one, it just cools the hair down. I think you can see it here that like some parts are orange, some parts are brown. Do y'all like it? You see how the pink is more vibrant, it's more of a hot pink. Before it was like faded and dull. Now it's a lot more shiny. I see some creases. I'm gonna use some Drybar oil. This is a treatment oil. It's called 100 proof. It's really good for your hair. It adds a lot of shine and moisture. Ooh, my French nails turned pink. Alright, so we're gonna put a little bit of this just on the ends, not on the roots, because I like to have volume and I don't like my shit to be oily, so we're gonna use this. Alright. So this is the final look. I hope you guys learned something from this video. This is what I do to refresh my hair like every 3-4 weeks. It's very important to trim it every few months. So about like every 3 months is good. So yeah, hope you liked it. This is more of a vibrant color. Yeah, hopefully you guys learn how to blow dry, how to do your hair at home, how to, I don't know, how to cut it. So if you learned something, like this video, let me know in the comments below, give me feedback. Add my Instagram at Creative Baez, or email me if you need your hair done, if you need me to dye it, if you want anything done to your hair, or if you know someone that needs their hair done, just let me know. I do a lot of events. I do a lot of weddings, baby showers, basically any type of event. Whenever you need your hair done, just let me know. Yeah, I'm just gonna like clean my face because it's so oily. I'm hungry. Bye.